Back, it looks like, yeah, they're gonna continue the game from where it stopped off. Alright, so let's try to see if we can get back into this again. On the side of Team Salty Salad, we have the Moskov, the Aurora, the Karina, the Saber, and the Minotaur. And over on the side of I Do Not Sleep, it's the Carrie, Kagura, Harley, Fanny, and the Franco. They went back to their Franco that they were successful with last game, so let's try to see if they can make something happen here. Again, this is a game 3. Both teams are tied 1-1, and Salty Salad came back from what looked to be like the end in game number 1. Unfortunately, we're not able to take out I Do Not Sleep in game number 2, and while that was happening, the Fanny was just taken down by the Karina there, so Salty Salad very happy with that first blood, and let's try to see if this is going to work out for them in the long run. Moskov in the top lane going up against Harley. Looks like the Saber is going to take the mid, Karina going to be farming in the jungle and roaming, and we have the Aurora as well as the Minotaur on the bottom lane. So again, this was a very exciting series. I'm looking forward to seeing these teams in their next matches. Hopefully they can showcase just how great Mobile Legends, how big Mobile Legends actually has just become. So alright, so just not really a lot of action. Everyone is, after that first blood, everyone's just going to go back to their lanes and start farming. Pick up their first items just to see if, you know, I want to see I Do Not Sleep try to go for the same play they did last time where they pick up the Lord, just go down one lane. Anyone that tries to get close to the Lord gets hooked by the Franco. Just a very overall cheeky strategy that these guys have in play. But yep, overall, just everyone has just gone back to farming up here. The Aurora and the Minotaur in the bottom lane, just happy to pick up their levels. Everybody is pretty much the same level, except we have the 2 level 7s, the Saber and the Karina, over on the side of Salty Salad. Net worth, relatively even, just an 800 gold lead, not that much, but let's see what's going to happen here. 4 heroes from Salty Salad grouped up in the bottom lane, but while that's happening, there are about 3 heroes at the top lane as well, so dive in from Minotaur, ultimate, knocks them up in the air, but that's just to push them back so that they can pick off the tower at the top lane. The Harley, the Fanny, and the Carry were actually able to take that tower. Ultimate cast by the Aurora, but the Franco is able to blink out. Let's wait for the hook, and he's not able to catch anyone on their retreat. So Salty Salad is just going to back off after taking that tower. They will transition to the mid lane. Let's see if they can take this tower in the mid lane as well. The Lord will be going up in a minute, so both teams, if they're able to actually take out the towers in the mid lane, that's going to be an advantage for them if they want to fight for Lord. Just pushing the Minotaur back. His rage level is almost full, so he wants to be very careful. He wants to make sure that rage is perfectly timed for a team fight. And they're all actually headed to the top lane. 4 heroes from I Do Not Sleep are at the top lane, but 4 heroes or 5 heroes from Salty Salad are at the top lane as well. Let's look for an engagement. Yeah, and they're all just going to back off slowly after that tower was taken down. Fanny able to take out the tower at the bottom lane. It looks like the Moskov is going to be taken down by the Harley and the Fanny at the top lane. Or sorry, the Kagura and the Harley. But while that happens, the Turtle is going to be taken down by Salty Salad. Lord will be up now. So if either of these teams wants to go for it, the lineup from Salty Salad is actually pretty good if they want to take him down. 2 assassins, a lot of DPS coming out from that Moskov, and they have a frontlining tank that, you know, just is so durable when it comes to fighting the Lord. So let's see what happens here. The transition from I Do Not Sleep, they're all slowly headed to the Lord pit, but Salty Salad is in the area. They're not going to give it to them for free, but everyone's clustered up in the mid lane. They have to be very careful for that hook from the Franco. One hook, and he catches the Saber. Saber is going to be locked down, and he's not going to be taken out. He dives out right away. Ultimate comes out from the Minotaur and the Aurora, able to take down 2. They are pushing them back, and Moskov's able to take out the Fanny while that happens. 3 heroes down for Team I Do Not Sleep, and this is definitely going to be a Lord for Team Salty Salad. Things are looking good for the Filipinos, guys. And they are going to be able to take this Lord. Harley's in the area, might try to take a steal from this, but no, he's not going to be able to do that. And Team Salty Salad very successful in that team fight. Just a lot of damage done from the Karina. They were able to protect the Saber, just made sure that the Saber was able to get off his ultimate, and they turned it into a 3 for nothing. So none of them died. They took down 3 kills, and they took the Lord. So that's a very big win. If you look at the net worth, it's already almost 5,000 gold in favor of Team Salty Salad. But anything can happen here. Looks like the Fanny's trying to take down the Lord at the top lane, while you have 3 heroes grouped up at the bottom lane. This Lord's going to be taken down by the Fanny. But the Fanny has got to be careful here. He's got a little life, and if this Moskov notices that, he might be able to make something happen. So they're going to be able to take down this tower in the bottom lane. It doesn't look like there's anything that I Do Not Sleep can do. I mean, this Minotaur, like I said, tanks like a freaking truck. Gets hooked by and that's what you need in order to take him down. He gets hooked by the Franco, not able to cast his ultimate, but because of that Immortal, he's back up. They're able to take down that bottom tower, and they're just going to back off now. They might go to the mid, or they could go for the turtle here. And it doesn't look like they're going to do either immediately. They might try to go for the turtle once everybody's up at full health. But it's not something that they want to risk. Salty Salad clearly in the lead right now. And it looks like it's going to be an intense game. Pretty much similar to the first 2 games. Let's see if I Do Not Sleep can make something happen here. That first Lord push, able to take down 1 tower from that. But let's see what's going to happen here. The hook from the Franco catches out a creep. And this Minotaur is so tanky. He can stand in the front line and just let that Moskov, that Saber, and the Aurora just dish out a lot of punishment. The Aurora is playing a lot better this game compared to the previous game, where I didn't even see an ultimate cast properly. But, you know, let's see just how effective that's going to be. Rage is up for the Minotaur. He's going to dive in, catches out 2 with his ultimate. The Harley is taken down immediately by that Karina, and they do have creeps coming down the bottom lane. Let's see if they're going to turn this into a push. It looks like they are going to go into the mid lane instead. There's 2 heroes on the side of I Do Not Sleep that still are not at base yet. The Carry just TP'd back. The Fanny is not going to TP back. He's just going to do some rat pushing at the top lane. I don't know if Salty Salad's going to let that slide. They're able to take down the Franco with the ultimate, but he does have that Immortal, and they are, I think, successfully going to be able to push them back. So they trade the middle tower for the top tower. Just a little bit of an even trade there, but, you know, Salty Salad, that was 5 of their heroes that were committed to taking down that mid tower, and it only took 1 Fanny to take the top tower. So let's try to see what's going to happen next here. I Do Not Sleep, just camping out in the brush, trying to make something happen with that Franco hook. If they're able to take down at least 1 or 2 of these damage dealers from Salty Salad, this fight could be completely different. They're camped up in the area. They're able to hook. He hooks the wrong person. He hooks the Minotaur, but that might actually be okay. Ultimate cast by the Aurora. They're able to take down the Franco. The Franco's the first one to fall. The Karina's able to take down the Fanny on the back end. Kagura trying to get out. The Carry is actually able to take down the Saber, but this Karina already a triple kill, and this is 4 heroes down for I Do Not Sleep. Last person standing is that Kagura was able to take himself out of that fight immediately, but this is 4 for 2, a trade that, you know, if you are I Do Not Sleep, you have to be worried there. They hooked in the Minotaur, And that was, I don't know if that was intentional, but he was able to actually get a lot of rage from that. Was not really able to use his ultimate, but because they were so focused on him, I mean, all the other heroes were able to let their skills off. So the Aurora was actually able to cast off a pretty good ultimate in that tight space. Let's try to see if they're going to make something happen again. Again, they're just going into the same technique where they're all clustered up in the brush. They're going to try to take a pick off. The Lord is up. So if Salty Salad wants to go for this, they do have to be careful. Moskov is treading pretty close. He almost gets hooked by the Franco here, and they are going to back off. But the ultimate from the Minotaur, watch for it. He's not going to let it off because they are too far away. And Salty Salad needs to be careful here. That ultimate from the Minotaur is up, and he's able to knock them in the air, but not for long. And the Lord is slain by the Karina. The Minotaur is able to take off the carry. That's a big kill for them, but the Fanny has dropped to the Moskov. The Franco's the next one that's going to fall, and the Kagura is not going to be able to get out of it this time. Well, I say that, but she's not dead yet, and the Saber is able to actually get the Kagura. He says, not this time, you're not getting away, but it looks like this time the Harley is the one that's going to be able to get away scot-free. A little bit of an issue with the connection. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but Salty Salad looks like they're in a good place to make this a 2-1 series. They're going to be able to take this, wipe out with the Harley dying, and they are going to be able to take the Nexus, and that is a win for the Filipinos. They have defeated I Do Not Sleep. That is an easy 8K for me for my betting. I was able to bet 4,000 coins on the Filipinos. So, yeah, that's something they're going to be very happy with. You look at them in their booth, all smiling, showing off his name, showing off their flag. Good game, well played, boys.